Hey, welcome to the channel. So in this video, we're going to talk about the next wave of tech stock winners. We're going to take a look at some breaking information and 5 tech stocks that have been doing very, very well and that will continue to do well. I think into the future. These are big tech, big companies. I like them because they are, in my opinion, all of these should be part of a really good diversified stock portfolio. So let's jump into this and do a little bit of market analysis here and take a look at what CNBC has to say about this and talk about this. So we're going to watch this. I might interject a few points here to kind of give you some commentary. Let's take a look at what these next wave of tech stock winners is going to be.
Yes, a shifting landscape in mega cap tech, where the leaders of yore are not necessarily the winners of tomorrow, although there are still some that have staying power. Joining us now is Thomas Martin, Senior Portfolio Manager at Globalt Investments. Thomas, it's great to see you. Let's start with a name like Netflix and a few others that you think are popping up as those that will become the leaders in the, I guess we're calling it the AI race.
Right. Well, thanks for having me on your program. Yeah, so the Mag 7 a while ago did move a lot similarly, but now there's really a difference between those companies, and there are those that are doing well and those that aren't doing well. And Netflix is one of those that is continuing to do well and to have strong earnings growth and strong underlying fundamentals with their viewers.
And by the way, I will jump into the charts for a few of these after he divulges some of these.
We like them as they continue to introduce new products and gain share.
But you think names like Tesla and Apple, those could really be out of the leadership position for some time now?
Well, they have been, and they are struggling. It would make sense that they would be able to get back in, but they're going to have to overcome some of these issues. I mean, with Apple, it's the whole, how are they going to be able to take advantage of AI on the phone, which is, a great opportunity, but they just haven't been able to really execute on that. And that's hurt their sales of their phones. And with Tesla, their core business in the EVs has been struggling, and that only accounts for a part of the valuation of the company. You really need to have the automatic self-drive.
So to that point there, if you're taking a look at what he's negative on, this particular analyst, he's negative on Tesla, Apple, Google, obviously large names that we all know every single day. I agree with what he was talking about Apple not really having a dominant AI strategy as of yet. Google obviously is moving and is in the AI sector, continues to make major strides in working on that. Tesla, we all know what's going on there. Their business model struggled, with Elon and some of the moves he's made on the global stage, and the perception of him, things of that nature. I wouldn't count these out, but I think that what this particular analyst is saying is very interesting, and kind of then moving and shifting to
you really need to have the automatic self-driving and the robo-taxis and the robots to be able to work. And so far, that's been a slow go for them.
We're showing your 5 favorites: Microsoft, Netflix, as mentioned, NVIDIA, Amazon, and Meta. Whereas Alphabet is one you're more negative on. So you think they are going to be more a victim than a winner in AI?
Well, they can win. It's just that there's a lot of competition and the competitive environment is changing. So they have, I think, successfully answered in their AI search, search with AI product. But, when you go from a market share.
Okay, so before we jump into these, I think that these are interesting. So these are still underappreciated. I think that these are diamonds in the rough. Okay, so these are particular holdings, and we'll hear what he has to say here in just a minute about these. But Broadcom, Micron, Vertiv, Quanta, Vistra, these are all some that you might want to look at, and maybe if you're looking to take relatively small positions or smaller-ish positions, just kind of DCA in there, might be interesting to move into. Because there's going to be different sectors of AI. We have security, we have chips, software, things of that nature. So I like that these are the ones that he it mentions. And then, like I said, we'll jump into the charts of a few of these, like Netflix and Amazon before we wrap up. So let's see what he has to say about these still underappreciated AI opportunities.
share in search that is huge, and you have a change in the paradigm from just plain old search to AI search. And you have a couple of announcements recently from OpenAI and from Perplexity, et cetera, that they're going to be having their own, and from a couple of announcements recently
so
from
he's
OpenAI.
actually not going to jump into those. I thought he was, so my apologies. So might want to jot those down, take a note of those, go do some research on those. I think that these are undervalued and underappreciated AI plays. This is where some of your bigger gains might come from, right? So Broadcom, Micron, I'm definitely making a note of these and going to be looking into these as well. So let's real quickly jump over, and I want to share with you some of these other charts. And so let me share the screen here real quickly. Go back here, and then now we're going to take a look at right here. So look at a couple of these charts. So this is NVIDIA's chart. And you can see that NVIDIA has been on a tear in the last 76 days, up 63+%. You can see that, really momentum moving up. And if you go back just a little bit further from, say, here to there, we're up 76% in the last 93 days. Again, NVIDIA on a tear. We all know what's going on, hitting that $4 trillion market capitalization. The analysts particularly liked Netflix. Netflix, a very similar kind of looking chart. In fact, if you kind of look at all of these, they've all been on a chart tear for the last 70 to 90 plus days. So, there's 76% for NVIDIA. Netflix looks almost exactly the same. You go back to right here, kind of when this buy alert came in right here, 90 days, 61% up. Look at the Microsoft chart. Again, very, very similar. You can even go back like right here. We had a little bit of a fake out here, buy here, fake out there, and then another buy alert coming in. And then in the last 92 days, up 45+%. That's Microsoft. And to kind of wrap it up, Amazon, again, chart looks almost identical to the others, not as impressive of a percentage gain move up, but in the last 92 days, up 35+%. So again, I think what you've got here is, what do we got? 5+. We got these 5 kind of underappreciated AI plays, and then your larger AI and then platform plays, NVIDIA, Netflix, Microsoft, Amazon. Some really good ones there for you to take a look at. So as always, I'm going to wrap it up there. I appreciate you giving me a few minutes. Thanks for stopping by, and I appreciate you, and have a good one. Go make some money. Take care.